Number one, how are you feeling? How did you hold up throughout the game? It looked like you took a shot in the quad. And how good is it to be back out there?
It feels good. I mean, I was definitely tired for sure. You know, like I said, you can't match game intensity. But I mean, you know, you're gonna get hit, you're gonna get kneed, you're gonna get elbowed. Those are things that are part of the game. But other than that, my body's fine.
How did you handle, digest, react to just today's news overall?
I mean, you know, like I said before, things like that happen. But when it happened, it was like right before, I guess, everything like went out. Tyrese texted the group, and everybody's like, "Oh, you cap, you lying." And I was about to say, "Yo, why y'all listening to him?" And then, bam, it comes out, and it's like, wow. But I mean, I talked to him for like 30 minutes, and you know, that's definitely a guy that you miss. But you know, like I said, especially with vets in this league, if you've been through stuff like this, so you know those type of things that happen. But you know, when someone's traded on the day of a game, you know, you kind of know you're going to be shorthanded and things like that, but you still got to go out there and play.
It sounds like pretty surprised overall to see him specifically sent out.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I can speak for everybody when they say everybody was shocked for sure.
You talked to him for 30 minutes. From your perspective, I mean, what vibe did you get from him? Was he looking for this opportunity? He understood, you know, the nature of the science of the business?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, you build relationships with people. You know, those are big things that happen in sports, and he understood, you know, what it was. I mean, it's basketball. People, some of the best players in the world, you know, have gotten traded in all types of sports. So he understood it. And, I mean, Indiana's definitely getting a good one. They're getting a great one. But he's ready. He's ready to go there, take over. You know, they just traded Karras and stuff like that. I don't know if I can talk about stuff like that. I can, right? Alvin can't. Yeah, I can say what I want. You know, they just traded Karras and Malcolm's out. So Tyrese has a big opportunity, and I mean, he's a big time player. So, I mean, he's going to go there and seize every opportunity that he's given.
De'Aaron, I remember how shook you were when you were younger, and JJ and Shump both got traded. Did you see some of that in Ty today?
In him, I think so, just a little bit. Not as much as me because I've been through it now a few times, but yeah, I mean, I think being traded that first time or going through that the first time is definitely, you know, it's definitely different because, you know, when you're in college or in high school, you're not really changing like that. And obviously he didn't transfer in college, so it's like you don't really see it like that, and you really see how much of a business that this is.
Yeah, De'Aaron, how do you see yourself fitting alongside a player like Sabonis?
I mean, he's a monster. He's like an ox. But I mean, he does so many things well. You know, pick and roll, pick and pop. He can pass the ball, play make out of the post. I think we've double teamed him every year that I've played them. So hopefully we can get some of that, and you know, he'll make the game easier for others. He'll get 20 rebounds if he needs to, get a triple-double if he needs to. I mean, he does so many great things for us. But just looking forward to the gravity and the presence that he has when he's on the floor.
Do you think there will be a transition period of kind of learning to play alongside each other?
I think there definitely will be. But for me, outside of, you know, Harrison every once in a while, and Zebo my first year, this is the first guy that I'm really going to play with that you can consistently throw the ball to in the post or whatever spot he wants to get the ball, and you know he can make a play for whoever it is, or he can go get a bucket. So it's definitely going to be different, going to be a learning process, but it's part of the game.
In a big picture scope, how do you think this changes just sort of the expectation or the goals trajectory of this season, given that you're shipping off a second-year player for a two-time All-Star?
I mean, like you said, this guy's a two-time All-Star. He's done things in this league. He's proven. Obviously, we got older, younger. I don't know how you want to put it because, you know, Tristan and Buddy are a little bit older, and then Jeremy's a little bit older. But, I mean, Sabonis has, you know, years left on his contract, so just being able to build chemistry, and obviously he wants to win. You know, he's been an All-Star. He's been in the play or whatever it is, and I think he's ready to win and get to the playoffs. So we're trying to ride that wave and do what we can to get there.
De'Aaron, I believe Buddy Hield arrived maybe a half season before you did. He played with him most of your career. Just want to know, did you have a conversation with him before he departed, and what was it like, playing with him?
I text Buddy, but man, I think today was like the second game I think in my career that I played without Buddy. Yeah, if I can remember, because last year in New Orleans he had like like a stomach flu or something. But other than that, I don't remember ever playing a game without Buddy. So it's definitely a bit different. He has a different type of gravity. When he's on the court, even if he's not making shots, guys aren't coming off of him. So it's definitely different when you're losing that much shooting. But like I said, it's you understand this business. And I was like, damn, Buddy, Alvin traded him twice. But yeah, it's you definitely miss that type of shooting, and even if he's not making shots, you definitely miss that type of gravity that he has.
De'Aaron, have you ever played with a player that can pass, a big man that can pass like Sabonis?
I mean, I played with Bam, but Bam wasn't passing in college like he does now, so I'm gonna say no, for sure not.
De'Aaron,
Oh, go ahead. I was just going to say, I mean, I know there's still 2 days left. Does this kind of, I mean, I don't know what your thought process is, but I think a lot of people get used to seeing deals happen on the deadline and then you move forward, but there's still 2 more days where things can ramp up. How's that kind of affect your psyche?
I mean, you're always like, one domino falls and then everything, has a snowball effect. So, more things can definitely happen for sure. But like I said, we play tomorrow and then we fly to D.C. We're actually leaving a little bit later than we usually would because obviously the deadline. So some people might not be on the plane. Some people are. You gotta. If you're on the plane, you gotta be ready to play when we go to D.C. So I'm not really thinking of it, any more than that. Just like I said, man, this is a business, and you understand that. And most of the guys, outside of Davion and Nemi, have been in the league for multiple years, so you understand what can happen at the deadline. And if you're traded, you go to the next city and you're ready to play. If you're not traded, if you're playing at home or if you're flying to the next city, you got to be ready to play, shorthanded or not.
as somebody who's signed up here long term, and the organization's invested in you, does seeing a move like this increase your own confidence in the direction of the franchise?
Obviously having a guard like that definitely, helps and takes pressure off. And then now you're coming with a different aspect than having a big like that. So I think so, but I need to go out there and be more consistent, play my game and do what I know what I can do. And, let the chips fall where they may.
Have you had a chance to talk to Sabonis yet? And then also, what do you think the other guys in the deal are going to bring to the team?
Yeah, so we were about after the game, they were in the elevator. I was like, damn, Rick sent y'all off quick. But yeah, I talked to those guys, Domantas Sabonis, Justin, and Jeremy. Talked to them upstairs, just short conversation. Asked them what they want to be called. I'm like, this is really for Sabonis. I'm like, I don't know what you're going to want me to call you. But yeah, I talked to them for a little bit, and it's a chance that they could play tomorrow. It's a chance that they don't. We're shorthanded again. But like I said, whoever's on the court, you come to the game ready.
Yeah, De'Aaron, Davion, and you are assumedly the backcourt of the future here now. How do you feel like you guys fit together right now, and where do you feel like you still need to grow?
I think growing and just gelling together still. Obviously knowing what he can do defensively, and obviously when he was starting, he had a really good groove going. So just really want to continue that. And if y'all seen him, man, he can, with the ball in his hands, like he's one of the guys. He's probably one of the best guys with like his hesitation and how explosive he is with the ball, and then him shooting off the dribble. He's excellent at it, and he's just growing more confident. And the more confidence that he gets, and the better he plays, I think it makes us better long term.